A charming morning, dear students. I hope that you all are good and safe at home and you are doing your work nicely. As you know, it is our computer class, and last time we have studied about different parts of a computer. For example, monitor, CPU, keyboard and mouse. And in the last class also we have studied about different types of keyboards. There are 5 types of keys on the keyboard: typing keys, control keys, function keys, numeric keys and navigation keys. In this class we will continue our chapter further. Today we will learn something more about hardware devices. About hardwares, you know that hardwares are the parts of a computer that we can see and we can touch. But some more hardware parts are there. In this class we will discuss them. The first is touch screen. What is a touch screen? As you already know that nowadays you are using smartphones at home, and you operate them with your touch. So a touch screen is a computer screen that is sensitive to the touch. Means if you want to open something, you have to touch that with your skin, and even if you want to go back, for that also you have to touch the skin of your computer, as nowadays you are using with your phones. We can select the objects directly by touching with fingers or without using any pointing device. For example, tablets, laptops, ATMs, cell phones, etc. Might be you had gone with your parents to a ATM, and there when your parent they are withdrawing the money, then you have seen them. They are touching the screen of the ATM. So touch screen we can touch, or it is sensitive to the skin. Next hardware device is scanner. What is a scanner? It is a device that reads the text or pictures printed on a paper and translate the information into a form that only a computer understands. There are mainly 3 types of scanners: flatbed scanner, sheet-fed scanner and handheld scanner. On your screen you can see the picture of a scanner. What is the work of a scanner? What work does a scanner do? Scanner reads the text or the pictures that is printed on a paper, and then a scanner translates the information into a form that we cannot understand. Only a computer can understand that information easily. Let's move to next device, that is printer. A printer prints the output you see on the computer screen on a paper, and the output printed on a paper is called hard copy. Whenever or when you were going to school, then you got your examination sheet, means your question paper, that is printed form. A printer prints the text or the pictures on a paper. Next device is plotter. What is plotter? It is also a kind of printer for computers, but it is used to print on very large size papers. Usual printers are used to print only on A4 size sheets, but plotters are used to print on a large paper. And plotters print their output by moving colored pens across the surface of a piece of a paper. And they are generally used for flex printing. Flex means big size of hoardings you have seen. And they can draw complex lines. They can include text also, but they do the work very slowly because of the mechanical movement of the pens, as plotters work with the help of pens. You will easily recognize these devices. Yes, you are right. These are speakers, and I think you have at your home also. And you know why do we use speakers? Speakers are used to listen the music and sound stored in a computer. With the help of these speakers, we can increase the level of the sound, and these are mostly used at homes and where we want to increase the level of the sound. What is this? I know you will say, ma'am, this is a pen. Yes, of course, this is a pen. It is looking like a pen, but this pen is used on a special pad. Whatever you want to write on its pad is visible on the monitor. Let's move to the next. This is joystick. It is also a hardware device because we can touch it and we can see it, and it is used for playing games. It helps to move the items on the screen. Some of you have this and you have used it while playing games on a computer. What is this? Pen drive. You will say this is pen drive. What is a pen drive? A pen drive is very small in size, but you can store a large amount of data and you can transfer that data from one computer to another computer. And nowadays even you can transfer your data from computer to phone or from mobile phone to computer. And these are very easy to carry and handle because they are small in size. This is a hard disk. It is a device that can store large amount of information, and it is present inside the CPU box. As I told you that there are some hardware that we can see that are present inside the CPU box. But whenever we will open the CPU box, at that time we can see the hardware parts. You have seen this at your home also, or maybe in the school also. Yes, you are right. This is CD, and the full form of CD is compact disc. C means compact, D means disc. It is round in shape and it is flat, it is shiny as you can see, and that also stores a lot of information. It is microphone. With the help of a microphone, we can record our voice and different sounds into a computer, and it helps us to talk our relatives or our friends through internet. Now we will talk about software. Software is the part of a computer that we cannot see and even we cannot touch. To make the hardware work, we need to have software installed in it. Let us understand software with the help of the following examples. You all love to play games? Yes, definitely. But if you want to run a game, you need a computer, CD or DVD, speakers or headphones. These parts which you can touch and you can feel are hardware. But the game that you are playing on a computer, you can touch that? No, you cannot touch that. So, in the same way, a TV is a hardware. You can touch that. You can see the TV. But the programs that are running there, you can only watch. Those are software. And so we can say software is a set of instructions given to the computer to do a particular verb. And there are two types of softwares: system software and application software. System software is a program that controls the overall working of a computer. For example, operating system is a part of a system software that makes a computer run, and it manages the input and the output operations. Next is application software. It helps us to do a specific type of work is called application software. Some examples like Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel, and yes, your favorite MS Paint. So, students, two types of software we have discussed: application software and system software. Now we will talk about the working of a computer. How a computer works. It includes three steps: input, processing, and output. Input, the data and the instructions that we give to the computer by using a mouse or a keyboard, that is called input. We can enter numbers, words, pictures and sound as input. Means with the help of the keyboard, when you are writing your name, that is input. You are giving something to the computer. And process means after entering the data or after entering the instructions in a computer, the CPU works on the input and performs its task, or means he starts work. This is called processing. And output is the result that we see on the monitor, is called output. Let's understand the process of input, process and output with these examples. Here 90, 85, 69, 98, 76 and 84. We have to add these. So this is called input, and the process working on the data based on the given instructions, and the output means the result that we get, that is called output. In the same way, we also perform various tasks by the following IPO cycle. I means input, P means process, and O means output. And there are so many examples in our daily life also. For example, if mama wants to wash the clothes, firstly she put the clothes in the washing machine, that is called input. And when the washing machine is working, that is cleaning the clothes, that is called processing. And when we will get cleaned clothes, that is called output. Same way, if I want to make a sandwich, I'll put a bread into the toaster, that is input. And when the toaster is working, that is process. And if I'll get the sandwich, that is called output, that is the result. So dear students, today we have discussed hardware, software and the working of a computer with the help of these examples. Now I request you all to read this chapter and try to understand what we have learned today. And you have to do the work in your computer book only. You will not do any work in notebook. You have to complete your work in books only. Till then, enjoy your day and have a nice day. And take care of yourself and your family also. Bye-bye.